Hi, Miss Flowers here, and welcome back to the fort. Well, whenever we left off last time, the Dragonstone was almost stolen, and then Griffith caught Bo trying to cast a spell to be able to steal the Dragonstone, and then we learned about the Raven Guard. Wow. And whenever Griffith and Drake and Bo and Rory and Anna went back to check on the Dragonstone, the guard had been knocked out. So let's see what happened. Chapter 7. The Chase. Griffith ran to the box that held the Dragonstone. He opened the lid. The Dragonstone is gone, he cried. The Raven Guard must have come right for it, Bo said. Raven Guard? What do you mean, Bo? Rory asked, her green eyes flashing. What is going on? Bo told Rory and Anna everything about the feather, the Raven Guard, and Emperor Song. So you tried to steal the stone last night? Anna asked Bo. And that spy came from your kingdom? Bo nodded. Now, Dragon Masters, we must act quickly, Griffith said. He picked up a small box and opened it. A green feather floated into the air. I put a magic finding charm on the Dragonstone, he said. This feather will lead us to it, but we must hurry. Bo nodded. The Raven Guard moves swiftly. We will use our two fastest dragons and their new saddles, Griffith said. Rory, you and I will take Vulcan. Anna, you and Drake take Kepri. But what about me? Asked Bo. You will stay here, said Griffith. Make sure Simon is all right. Bo nodded. Yes, Griffith. Drake and the others raced to the dragon caves. He and Anna quickly saddled Kepri and climbed on her back. Rory and Griffith climbed onto Vulcan. Feather, find the stone, Griffith commanded. The feather zipped toward the tunnels. Vulcan took off after the feather like a shot. Kepri was right on his tail. The feather left the tunnels, and the dragons took to the air. They flew across the valley of clouds. Drake looked up. His stomach flipped. We're so high, he yelled to Anna. Isn't it amazing? She yelled back. Wind brushed Drake's cheeks as the dragons flew across the valley of clouds. They flew over the hills to the deep, wide forest beyond. Drake kept his eyes on the feather. Up ahead, he could see something moving across the treetops. The Raven Guard. The small black figure moved like the wind from one tree to the next. Griffith saw him too, so he plucked the finding feather from the air. He pointed down Vulcan. He pointed down and Vulcan drove through the trees. Drake's stomach flipped as Kepri followed. The two dragons glided side by side over the treetops. We're catching up to him, Anna shouted, her eyes gleaming. Vulcan was closest to the guard. The dragon opened his mouth wide. No, Vulcan, Griffith yelled. No fire. It's too dangerous. Anna, pull ahead with Kepri. Block the guard, and I will use a spell on him. Faster, Kepri, Anna told the dragon. Get in front of that guy. Kepri picked up speed. She flew past the quickly moving guard. Then she turned around, blocking his path. Drake saw that the guard wore all black. Only his eyes were showing. The guard reached into a pocket, and he pulled out a handful of glittering red dust. Red, the color of dark magic, the color of the crystal that the guard had used to make Rory and Anna answer him. The same color as the ball of light that Maldred had sent to the castle weeks ago. The dust must be dark magic too, Drake guessed. Anna, turn Kepri back. Now, he yelled. It's dark magic. Dark magic makes sun dragons sick. Drake knew they had to get Kepri away from here before the red dust came near her. Anna quickly steered Kepri away from the guard, and Drake looked back at Griffith. The wizard's finger was pointed at the guard, and he was starting to say a spell. That's when Drake noticed the bag in the guard's hand. The dragonstone must be in that bag, he thought. Rory, grab the bag, Drake yelled. The guard quickly sprinkled red powder on himself. Then everything happened at once. Vulcan charged at the guard from behind, and Rory reached out and yanked the bag out of the guard's hand. His eyes widened. The red dust sparkled, and Vulcan roared loudly. He blasted a stream of fire as the guard disappeared. Vulcan, no! Rory cried. The treetops burst into flame. Chapter 8. Shoo to the rescue. Higher! Fly above the smoke, Griffith yelled over the roar of the flames. Vulcan and Kepri flew above the fire. Then a blue streak darted out in front of them. It was Bo, riding his dragon. But Bo isn't supposed to be outside, thought Drake. A powerful wave of water streamed out of Shoo's mouth, and the fire sizzled, then went out. I am sorry I did not stay behind, Bo told Griffith, but when I looked outside and saw the smoke, Shoo and I just had to come and help. You did well, Griffith said, and Bo smiled proudly. Rory, do you have the stone? Griffith called out. Rory opened the bag. The big green dragon stone glittered inside. Got it, she yelled back. Then to the castle. Hurry, the wizard ordered. They quickly flew back to the caves and climbed off the dragons. Bo, that was awesome, said Anna. Shoo, you did a great job putting out that fire. And Rory, you did a great job getting back the dragonstone. Thanks, Rory said. Drake is the one who spotted it. So how did that raven guy just vanish? Anna asked. He used the red dust to get away, Griffith said, but he will not get far. He is using borrowed magic. He is not very strong. I am glad the dragonstone is safe, said Bo, and I know we can't give it to Emperor Song. But I do not know what to do. He will keep my family in prison if we do not give the stone to him. He looked like he was about to cry. Then Drake saw something. Bo's dragonstone was glowing. Bo, look, he said, pointing. Bo looked down. His eyes grew wide. He was quiet for a moment. Then a huge grin spread across his face. It's happening, he cried. Shoo is speaking to me inside my head. Wow, that was terrific. Tune in tomorrow night where we'll pick up with chapter 9.